And then you look at these jerseys compared to what you used to play in.
And even the material, you can see how much heavier this is in comparison to what you guys have.
Yeah, but this is cool. I'd wear this.
The killer is the collar, huh? Look at that. I mean...
No, I'd rather wear that. Wear that with a pair of jeans. The retro style's in.
Two things stand out. One is definitely the crowd. Secondly is how short are our shorts.
And instead of a little mascot, you've got soccer balls at your feet.
That's it.
With sport, there's always ups and downs, and I've been lucky enough to have him and his experience just guide me through those times, and I honestly don't think I would have had the career I've had today if it wasn't for him as well.
Look, I think it goes a little bit more unsaid, but for the fact that she rings me prior to nearly every game and saying, well, you know, what do you think? Rings me after every game, well, you know, what do you think? When she was younger, you know, 13, 14 years of age, and sometimes the windows were up so we could have the conversation, and sometimes the windows were down. I'm married to my wife Annette, have 3 kids. Laura is the eldest, followed by twins, Max and Emily. It's allowing them to gravitate to the things that they like, and you manage and nurture them. She came up to me as a 9-year-old, I think she was, and basically said, right, Dad, we're pulling the mattress out in front of the telly and the World Cup's on. You pick one team, I pick the next team, and let's see who wins. And, you know, she wanted to watch every World Cup game. You know, it was pretty early on that I could see that wasn't for Max, but it was for her. Ian Crook had an offer to come to Newcastle, and he needed someone to help him out, assist him. And I'd built a bit of a relationship with him at Northern Spirit when I was there coaching. And so we came up. I had no idea about Lake Macquarie in regards to the beautiful lake that's up here and the beautiful beaches that were here. And once we came up, we were like, oh, wow, this is heaven. This is fantastic.
It's man over on the left. Joel Griffiths, real chance. Goal, Newcastle.
We're blue collar, and it's pretty important culturally from the perspective of a Newcastle team.
What a story for the Jets. What a fantastic job Gary van Egmond has done.
They want to see a team that represents them on the footy field to ensure that they also stand for those values and behaviours.
It's rolled goal from Griffiths.
All I remember, honestly, was being so excited to be able to go to the games and watch, and just sitting on the hills with a bunch of my friends and always watching the game and being so excited to be there. Back then I was so young, I probably wasn't even thinking about a career. I was probably just thinking about how stoked I was to be able to play alongside some of the best who have ever represented the country. To grow up in a town where we've had the captain and the vice captain in Cheryl and Joey Peters was pretty amazing to learn and to experience that as a junior. And the first year of the W League was kind of the start, I think, of what it's become now.
She was coming through an era where, you know, at that moment it wasn't huge, women's football. As parents, we went to the 2011 in Germany. It was a great tournament. You know, it was really well run. Good crowds. We looked at it, the fact that we were from Australia, down under, and this is what happens in Europe. The Matildas then went on a run, and I think they got to number 4 in the world, and they won the She Believes Cup. They beat America for the first time. They started to come back and play games at, I think it was at Penrith, where, you know, there was 14, 15,000. Up at Newcastle was 15, 16,000.
Van Egmond, good delivery. Oh, she's done it again!
All of a sudden, you got this feeling that this wave is now starting to come. Instead of just a wave, it's turned into a tsunami.
This one's from this World Cup, the home World Cup we just had, and this was against Canada, where we won 4-0. Pretty nice jersey, I think.
I was in the stand looking through a little bit of an amber haze.
Yeah, an amazing feeling, obviously. First thought was honestly just, I hope it goes in. But yeah, it was good, and, you know, obviously to be able to enjoy that in front of friends and family. Some of the girls that I've been fortunate enough to grow up with, from the youth team to the senior team, it was amazing.
It was good. Again, I'm looking at it from a technical perspective too at times, from a coaching, which it was a really well taken goal. You know, just to see her celebrate with her best mate Sam on the sideline, to see that she had that empathy as well for Sam to go and celebrate that with her also spoke volumes about her as well.
Good, touch, move again. Well done.
What's he like as a coach?
I mean, it depends who you ask. I don't want to sound too biased, but he's actually not too bad at what he does. He coached a couple of my junior teams, but in terms of at a professional level, aside from him being the assistant coach of the Matildas for a duration, this would be the first time he's been a head coach.
For her to be here to help with the playing group, you know, the younger girls, that's one area of it, but from my perspective, to have her here and to train with her on a fairly regular basis, you know, daily basis, come and talk football face to face rather than through the phone, that's really nice. We're very privileged what's occurred. You know, I've been to an Olympics with my daughter, I've been to a World Cup with my daughter, and now I get the opportunity to be in a position where it's a domestic league and to coach her, albeit only for a short period of time. Very privileged.
Is it their first camp?
Yeah.
Is it? Yeah. To be here under him, it helps me as well, and I'm excited. I'm excited to be here. And obviously you get to come back and it's my local team, the Jets, and just appreciative that they've been able to make it work for me. We've had the best relationship you could ever think of. We're extremely close. I go to him for everything, and again, one of the many reasons why I've decided to come back and have this small stint, because he knows exactly how to get the best out of me.